Hello, brothers and sisters. I forgot to mention that about losing our first love, um, and that is that in Revelation chapter 2, verse 4, where it talks about how um, the in the church in Ephesus, about how they have left their first love. And I wanted to say a little bit more about that. That we don't want to become people of lovers of pleasures rather than lovers of God, and we don't want to replace that. And then that's how a lot of things get started with you know addictions and stuff, habits, like worrying about what other people think or feel. We should be more, focused on God no matter what, because we love Him. And so it's like the enemy tries to shake you off and everything. Start reading your Bibles and I would start with the red letters of what Jesus would say. Because, I believe, the enemy doesn't want to hear what Jesus has to say in those red letters. And, the man of sorrow in the Bible, it talks about the man of sorrow. You can read about the man of sorrows. And I would have to find the page to find that. But anyways, this is the continuation of not to leave our first love for God. We're got to hold on tight to it. It's very precious what we have. It's far more precious than anything in this world. And the enemy knows it. And he's jealous of you. He wants you not to have that love for God. He doesn't want you to know about God, that relationship with God. He's trying to keep you away from that relationship with God. He doesn't want you to know anything about God. And so we need to really read the Bible, spread the gospel, share it with a lot of people. And part of having fun is being in our comfort zone. And we can't be, just staying there in comfort all the time, or sometimes even then, because the truth needs to prevail, and it's going to prevail if we keep sharing, and we need to keep sharing. And the truth is far more important than anything. And so because comfort can try to keep us away from knowing who God is, because we're just so busy caught up having fun that we don't want to think about anything else. We don't want to wouldn't you want to know who your creator is? Wouldn't you want to know who created this world, who created everything that you see, hear, and even breathe, because he made the very air that you're breathing right now. And I would like to know everything about, who's the author, who's the creator in this world. I would really like to know, like it's amazing how he made everything. You know, the father, Isaac, Jacob, and Abraham. Well, I usually say it's supposed to be the father, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, but that's the closest order, I think. But I don't know if it has to be a certain order, but I'm just saying it's very, very important. But I do, I do like to understand about everything, and he is, the father of us all. That's the real truth. We came from God before we got here into this earth, because he blew us out into our mother's womb, and that's the truth. So leave a comment if you have anything you'd like to say or something. Please share. Because there's a lot of things, there's too many things happening in this world right now, and we really need to get right with God. Not just right, but we really need to have that relationship with God, and we need to, love one another and not fight anymore. Okay, bye for now.